Good morning, good morning, good morning. So today we are heading off to Matlock to do the Abraham Heights cable cars, and included in the ticket is a guided tour of the caverns and the caves, so we're going to do that as well. Lee wants to pop round the town. We will probably get some dinner or lunch or something while we're there, and that's what today is going to hold for us. It is our anniversary today. 2 years since our handfasting and 19 years that we've been together. 19 years. Wow. Yes, for those of you doing the maths, we've been together 9 months and I fell pregnant with Brendan. And yeah, never mind. It worked out. Right, so we're going to head off. Call the troops together and hit the road. Not in Spog though, not in Spog. We're still in my car for the next couple of days. We have just arrived at Abraham Heights and parking is an issue. Parking is a huge issue. So I'm hoping we'll get on a cable car because it's really busy, but the car park is also part of the railway. So I'm glad I haven't got the van with me today. That would have been a real issue. That I can see is going to be a problem. Parking in tight spots. So we're going to get a parking ticket thing for the window and then we'll head up to the cable cars. Quite excited. Something for everyone and much more than just a cable car. Hello. Thank you.
I got 8 in that one.
No. Oh, it's because there's like push chairs and all together. We were down there, we were looking up.
We were, yeah.
What do you want to do today, boys?
That music is coming from the Punch and Judy show down there. Stunning up here. Lovely smell of pine trees. Kenzie there. We're going to look at the views when we come out of the caves. We're going to do the caves first. Yeah, Punch and Judy is violent but funny.
Take your seat on the benches, I'll be with you shortly. Thank you very much. That's grand. Money. Okay? Okay. I'll say this now. When you get in the first chamber, if it's not for you, then just turn straight round and come back up. Once you go past that first chamber, you're with me all the way to the end. Okay? Sounds gripping, doesn't it, eh?
It does.
Now then, on this journey, we go in here, but we actually come out on top of the hill. Okay, and to get there, there's 171 steps. The good news, 12 go down, and all the rest go up. But they're not all the same. There's about a 40, then a bit later another 40, then right at the end is 80 to bring you up on top of the hill. Okay, now we tell you that because if you suffer with any respiratory, cardiac problems or high blood pressure problems, you can watch the whole video of this tour in the chalet behind at your leisure. But there's nothing like doing it for yourself.
Getting dripped on. Yeah. Is this how most people spend their anniversary, Lee, in a cave?
Yeah.
As long as we're together, right?
Yeah. Welcome to Walker's Grove. That's the name we give this cavern here, Walker's Grove. Why? Because a family called Walker actually mined down here, and grove is a Saxon word for mine. Simple as that. But can anyone tell me what we actually mined out of this hillside? What material?
Lead.
Lead. Yes, lead. Or galena. Give it a proper name. Galena. Galena means bright one or shiny one. Okay, and from galena we get our name Helen and Helena. Anybody called Helen in the room? No? Okay, if you know somebody called Helen, they're the bright one and shiny one. They're also very toxic. That's something else.
So it took, what did he say, 60 years to do this bit of the tunnel, and we're going to do it in 5 minutes. You see the moss growing up there because of the light. It is going to be so hot when we get out.
I'm still warm.
You're always warm though.
The whole cavern was naturally formed. Now then, when the Ice Age melted, a lot of water came down here, but also brought with it a lot of silt, a lot of sort of minerals in the water. And this whole cavern filled up with minerals. Okay? Now we know that because one day in 1699, a chap called Tinker was walking above the fields above us. He looked down and saw the shiny galena in the grass and started digging down. And he found this sort of silt, this sludge, recognised it, scooped it out, washed it, sieved it, and got the galena out of it. Okay? I'm going to show you where Tinker started digging down. All the way there. Where that candle is, that's where he started digging. And we know that because beside that candle is his name and the date he's written in the stone. Okay? Now, it's recorded that that chap was working here for about 6 years on his own, scooping the sludge out, sifting it, washing it, and getting the galena out of it. After 6 years, he got to this sort of level. See the candle in front? Yeah. So if you imagine the gap, the void between those two candles filled up with this sludge, this one chap scooped it all out. Is that it? Yeah. Excellent. Okay, now then, this is what we call the antechamber. Okay, now I stopped you here because I want to show you something on the wall over here. Yeah. Okay, this is what we call a miner's plaque. As the miners dig down, they get to a certain level and then they'll put their initials on the wall to lay claim to the minerals from the mine. Now, our records show that IF and MF stands for Isaiah and Mordecai Fern. Two brothers that worked down here for many years, lived in a village called Bonsall, not far from here. And Mordecai Fern was working down here till he was 78 years old. And he actually died when he was 103.
Wow.
Now, that's a big difference between a 30 years life expectancy of the ladies working on the surface. Now there's the date when they scratched an initial on there, 1705. Okay, and TW, that stands for Thomas Wood. Bit of a sad case, 15 years old working down here. The day before his 16th birthday, there was alleged rockfall and he was killed. And that's the only death we know of down here. And BY stands for Bernard Young. Bernard Young, a bit of a character, he had a wooden leg. And he had a special job, he was called a hanger-oner. And by that I mean rope, as the rope was lowered down the mine shaft with the bucket on, he'd untie the bucket, fill it full of lead, hang it back on the rope. Hanger-oner. Okay? But you'll notice all those initials are in a box. But there's two outside, EW and TW. That's Ezra and Thomas Whitworth. They're outside the box because they're not miners. They were the supervisors of the mine. So they're on the surface, cracking the whip, making sure people kept pulling the lead up all the time. Okay, reason being, the more lead that came out, the more they got paid. Now if you imagine working down here by candlelight, this whole place would fill up with smoke very quickly. But so they always looked for some ventilation. And what they did, they chipped through here, but instead of ventilation, they let the water in. Now this has been dripping down for hundreds of years. And as each drip comes down, it brings minerals with it, which deposits on the stone below. And this is what we call a flow stone. And to look at it, you think it's rather rough. If you touch it, it's very, very smooth. Have a feel, see what you think. Is it smooth? Yeah. Okay. Now the miners had a special name for this. They call it miner's sneeze. Or snot rock.
Snot rock.
Minus what?
Sneeze.
Oh, by the way, this water's coming from the gents' toilet on the surface. Not really. To my left, that's Matlock town over there. Now, can you see that big brown building in the middle? Yeah. That used to be called the Hydro. That's where the Victorians came to bathe in those thermal spa waters. Yeah. And that was built by a chap called John Smedley back in 1850. And with the profit he made from that, he built himself a house. Guess where his house is?
That one over there.
Up there on that hill. That's known as River Castle. It's a mock castle actually.
There you go.
But John Smedley built it there for a reason. Because John Smedley was a cotton mill owner. So he built it there, A, to keep an eye on his workers in the hydro, but also on the other side of that hill, that's where all his cotton mills were. So he could keep an eye on the workers there as well. Unfortunately, Ryburn fell sort of derelict over the war years. A few years ago, it used to be a zoo, and you can walk up there and have a look at the cougars and lions or whatever. But just recently, it's been bought by some developers, and they're going to create 16 luxurious apartments up there. You've got a cool 1.2 million. You might be able to buy one. But I don't care, as long as they keep the outside the same, because that's a well-known landmark round here. Now then, in front of you, this is what we call the cliff or tall rise, and very often you'll see climbers going up and down, practicing their rope skills. And I'm looking, I don't know if that's climbers there, in the middle. But yeah, very often here. Now then, in the valley below, you've got the A6 running along the side of the River Derwent through Matlock Bar. Now then, did anybody park their car at the train station car park?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's over there somewhere. At the moment, you're roughly 1,000 feet above sea level, so you're quite high up. Okay? Now remember that chap called Tinker who scooped up that sludge? Yeah. That's his shaft. That's Tinker's shaft up there. There's a lot of information up there about the shaft, but also about the floribunda on this hillside. To get to it, the safest way is up that footpath to my left over there. Just walk around. Okay? Any questions?
No.
Great group, I like you a lot. Thank you very much. Have a good day. See you around.
Thank you very much. Ice cream. Thank you.
What are those drinks?
Look at all the lovely cake. Dime bar cake.
What?
Dime bar cake, that one. Look, they got Oreo cake, superhero cupcakes, cornflake cake, caramel slice. Look at those, they've got mint arrows on Kenzie. Oh, so many nice cakes. So we are sat in the cafe, having a nice cup of tea and a latte and a strawberry and raspberry drink. Have nice ice cream. To view down to the river. Are you having fun? Would you recommend this place? Yes. Value for money? You don't. You still think it's a bit overpriced?
It's cheaper than cheddar.
Cheaper than cheddar.
Much cheaper.
And there's more to do here.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, Kenzie? Having fun? Can't remember how much cheddar was. Oh, where are you? You have a conversation with yourself. You nutter. You going behind Kenzie? Hello, Kenzie Bear. Are you hard at work? Carrying the candle? That is some thick cable. I would not be going up it on that. Ammonites. No, they're just replicas. Those are real over there, are they? Look at his sharp teeth. These little trilobites. Wow.
So you see huge glaciers. Some are
Plesiosaur, isn't it?
Glaciers. These are like glaciers. What is glaciers?
Ichthyosaur. The largest fossil to your left comes from the remains of an ichthyosaur, alive around the same time as the dinosaurs. They were fish-shaped carnivorous reptiles that would have lived in the sea. That's a very long sea creature. So what is she? Looks like some sort of nature.
Someone's daughter.
Someone's daughter. It says on the Pokestop,
Yeah.
does it? What it is?
Something's daughter.
Green Man's daughter, maybe? No?
She like wood.
Go with a W.
Hmm. Wave to the cable cars.
Right, so we've been and done it now, so we can say we've done it. Another thing knocked off the list.
Have you had a nice time?
Yeah, it's just
Yes.
a proper glass. It's flexible.
Flexible glass.
Flexible.
Flexible, is it?
Yeah.
The ice creams weren't overly expensive either.
No.
It's the worst you think, oh, you pay a bloody fortune for a cup of tea, a fortune for an ice cream. Kind of puts a damper on the whole day if you've got, obviously you've got to eat.
We are really
We're up
warm.
north, Lee. Nobody likes paying a lot. The nearer to Yorkshire
And
you
now
get.
we're up here.
Oh wow, that's nice. So we've got to let this cable car go past, have we? No, we just go slowly past each other, I think, so we don't... Because it's close, so we don't swing into each other, I think is the idea.
Yeah.
We don't want any mid-air collisions. Hi!
Are you recording them? That's creepy.
Yeah, I'm creepy like that. Look, more people in little fish bowls. Like little goldfish.
They look like they're scared. One girl face.
It's just so relaxing, you're just sitting there and it just...
Yeah. Whee! It's a lovely bridge. Have you seen the flood heights, Kenzie? We noticed this when we were with Brendan. See the flood heights? Yeah, different years. Those red lines. Here, look. These red lines. That's where the place flooded. Yeah.
I would be not trying if I did this.
If you stood on tiptoes. Right, we go to our favourite little cafe in Matlock.
I've never been there.
No, but it's mine and your dad's and Brendan's favourite. Can you go? The little tide you over. So you have only had a bowl of cereal and an ice cream, in fairness.
Which is a bowl of cereal more than me.
What have I had? I've had 2 satsumas and an ice cream.
Two sets of cereal more than me.
Would you have an ice cream?
That's an ice cream.
It's too hot to eat though, isn't it really?
Not really.
You don't eat them.
I know.
On a small stomach.
Look at that teapot. Thing is, I know I'm going to be having babbly and chips later.
Yeah, later.
Well, like, you know, when we're done here.
You're doing lots of walking, don't you? You're hungry.
They're so cute, little cups. Okay, so I'm being drawn to this shop, which might give you an idea as to the sort of look my caravan might end up with, or my camper might end up with. Looking at these are gorgeous. Bunting.
Did you hunt it? No.
Yeah.
We are just outside the fish and chip shop, waiting for babli and chips, which is chicken kebab meat, well, or mixed kebab meat, whichever you fancy, and chips. So Lee's in there. We've just been parked up here, and this poor bloke in a big van just conked out on the junction. So Kenzie and I have just pushed him round into the bus bay. Poor bloke. He did not look happy. Like, I don't know what's happened, I don't know what's happened. No, but we've got you off the road so we can drive off in a minute. He was right on the junction. Oh well, hopefully it's nothing too expensive. I need food. I've realised I've only eaten 2 satsumas and an ice cream. And it's 3:45 and I actually feel quite sick. So I need this food to come so that we can go and eat it. I am very hungry. Babli and chips. The Coke actually helped me stop feeling sick, so that's good. This is our anniversary dinner.
Mm-hmm.
It does have like a meaning to us though, doesn't it? Because, you know, we did used to have babli and chips when we were first together, quite a lot.
Yeah, chicken babli and chips.
Chicken babli and chips with garlic mayo. There's my throw. Bit of colour. And here is my very big bowl. You might think, why do I want a very big bowl? And the answer is because it's useful. It's a useful bowl, and I'm sure it'll fit under the rock and roll bed. And I've got another bowl, another enamel bowl that I can put inside it, and I can use it for washing or doing dishes or anything really. You never know when you need a big bowl. So I've got a big bowl. There we go. Now that throw is incredibly soft, and you'll never guess what it's made out of. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to just think what you think that might be made out of. It's really, really cuddly soft, like really soft. Okay, it's made out of recycled water bottles. That's what that's made out of. How cool. Actually, you probably did work that out because I bet you saw the sign that I put in the vlog. That's what happens, you see, when you vlog. You film things as you're thinking them. I bet you've cheated. If you paid attention to the vlog, you'll have seen that. Definitely need this table to be white. And I think I need it to be a bit shorter. So I will either take the little round thing off and find a new tabletop, or as a temporary measure I might get a little cloth thing to go over it. But we're going to Sheffield tomorrow, so I'm going to go to IKEA, get some bits and bobs. Bits and bobs. And I'll be changing all the curtains as well. And I hope to give the place, if my friend says it's okay, I want to use her carpet cleaner and give the walls and everything a really good scrub with the carpet cleaner. So yeah, bought the van, 2 prezzies. Hello, Kenzie Bear.
I was viciously attacked by a dog.
You were viciously attacked by a dog. Did it leak you to death?
Yes.
You've just been to empty the bins, haven't you, love? Yes.
The Labrador. Golden Labrador.
Golden Labrador, yeah. Do you like my thing?
Oh yeah.
That's what I bought.
Very nice.
I thought so too. I am just trying out one of my new games. So I picked up a couple of games to keep my brain occupied when I'm travelling. And I'm now on this puzzle here. So I've just started. These are the starter ones. So they give you little hints by these dinosaurs. And the 2 different coloured dinosaurs cannot share the same island. Seems to be segregation going on here. You have to fit them into here. I think. No, that one doesn't go there. Okay, let's put the other dinosaur in. I've got to make the pattern. And make sure the dinosaurs don't share an island. Right. Not with one that's not the same as them. That one. Then... oh no, that one. might fit. Doing this one here. So I need like a T shape. No, that's wrong, isn't it? You need a T shape. Ah, there we are. I knew that went there somewhere. And then that dinosaur must have to go down there on its own. There we go. That goes there. And keep me occupied for hours. There's a whole book of these. Look, loads.
Quite low.
It is. I was trying to work out what that noise was. And I was thinking, I recognise that noise.
Have you ever been on one?
No. I'd like to. And then I suddenly thought, oh, hot air balloon. It'll be above us. That's what I can hear. Can you see what it says on it? Robinson. Something Robinson. Stan Robinson. Hello, people. Right, you lovely lot. This is quite long enough. This is a very long vlog. Probably the longest I've done in a good couple of weeks. I'm going to go make another cup of tea and carry on enjoying hanging out in my van. In my van. Did I tell you I've got a van? You are all going to get so bored of hearing about my van. Sorry, I shall apologise now. Anyway, time for me to go get a cup of tea. I'll see you lovely lot tomorrow. Thanks for watching.